Hey y'all, it's me KJ and I'm back with another video. I ain't did this in so long, it don't even feel natural no more. Like, it probably been like 2 months since I actually sat down and filmed anything. Uh, Fortunately I still been posting. I've been doing my Sims cast stuff. If you ain't been watching it, go watch that because I be making some heck of cute Sims. Like I be taking all the ugly townies and I be making them cute like me. Okay, so first off, this video gonna be the 5 most disrespectful ways I ever been dumped. And they're gonna be like little short mini story times. I'm gonna tell y'all like what really happened and happened. And the most disrespectful means ever. First thing you wanna do right now is go ahead and subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, you're lame and your mama is too. Now you don't want your mama to be lame because of you, do you? So better subscribe. Okay. So the first most disrespectful thing that a guy ever did was he begged me to stay so that he could be the one to leave me. So basically I just we was together for a little while and I kind of just like started feeling us growing apart. I didn't feel like I wanted to be with him no more. And I'm the type of person that if I'm with you and I'm not happy, or I feel like you're not happy, or I feel like, something else going on, our vibe is different, I'll talk to you about it. But if like nothing's gonna change, nothing's getting better, I gotta go. Or I gotta let you go so you can go be happy. I can go be happy. I can be that beautiful butterfly I am and spread my wings and fly. So that's all it really was. So like I'm telling him and I'm just like, we've talked about this 2 or 3 times, nothing's getting better. I'm not happy. You're clearly not happy because you just don't seem happy. Our communication is trash apparently, and I don't want to do this no more. This man cries. Real tears. Like, no, don't leave. I'm talking tears streaming down. Says, don't leave me. Give me one more chance. We're gonna work this out. You're the best girlfriend I ever had. I just want to be with you. Like you, I don't want nobody else. Like ain't nobody else here. Look at my phone, and I'm just like, it's not really about that. We're just not there. And he's still just balling, and I'm just like, okay, fine. We'll work on it. Whatever. So we stayed on the phone, and we just kind of talked through things and like stayed up, laughed and joked a while. And then the next morning, like we got off the phone on good terms. The next morning he calls me and says, yeah, I just don't think this relationship is working out. I think we should go our separate ways. And I'm like, sir, I just told you that last night and you almost dehydrated yourself with the amount of tears that fell out your face. And he literally says, yeah, I just feel like the man should be the one that ends the relationship. You know what? It's cool, because I don't want to be with you anyway. It's cool. I just said, okay, have a nice day, sir. Bye. And karma was returned to him. Some bad things have happened. His life ain't going so great. And I don't feel like that's because of me, but that was a little revenge that I did do, and it got back, and it made some things happen, but it's other stuff that done occurred since then, and he still can't get it together, so it ain't just me. The second most disrespectful, and these are not in order, it's just like the numbers, how I have them numbered. Second most disrespectful thing a man ever did to dump me was he moved to another country unannounced. Yes, another country, y'all. Like he left the Americas. Okay, so me and this guy, we was dating. We was dating, and we was like on really, really good terms, or so I thought. Like there was no complaints. We communicated well. We spent time together. He always was like, "Can you come over? I want to see you." Like always came through. We was great. We was happy. Like outside looking in, you would have thought everything was perfect. Heck, inside looking in, I thought everything was perfect. And So I come over there one day and quite a bit of his furniture is gone. And I'm just like, you moving? Like, what's going on? And he's like, no, I let dad have, my old stuff. I'm getting new furniture. Getting new furniture. I'm redoing the whole house. I'm just like, oh, that's dope. He's like, yeah, come through this weekend, help me pick some stuff out. And I'm just like, okay, sure. He's like, yeah, I want your taste in here. Like, really telling me, like he trying to make it seem like he's trying to marry me. He want to make sure the house is up to my standards or something, like, boy, what you got going on? So he texts me the morning of, like, that Saturday morning. He texts me like 7 a.m. and he's like, yeah, come through about 3. So like, I'm just like, okay, cool. He's like, yeah, I'll be home then. So I pull up late per usual. It's about 3:15. It wasn't like stupid late, but it was about 3:15. And I pull up and his vehicles, he had 2 vehicles, neither one of them are there. And I'm just like, okay. So I text him like, you're not home. And he's like, oh, I'll be there in a minute. So I'm just like, okay. His brother's car pulls up in the driveway behind me. His brother gets out, hands me a letter, and goes, what can I call him real quick? So I don't want to say his name. Dunce said, just take this home and read it when you get home. Don't stay here and read it. Just take it home with you. So I'm just like, okay, so do I need to wait on him? He's like, nah, just go home. I get home, I start reading the letter, and I'm reading, and it's just like, you're a wonderful girlfriend. I really appreciate everything you do for me and my son. You always look out for us. You make sure we're good. I'm gonna just call his son Junior. Junior loves you so much. I've really never had nobody treat me as well as you treat me. And I'm just like, oh, he gonna send me. And in my heart, I'm like, oh, this finna be a whole little scavenger hunt. He finna really propose to me. And I think he gonna marry me today, because why else would he be writing this sweet letter to me if he didn't want to marry me? And then it says, and I just didn't have the heart to tell you that I can't be with you anymore. I have to go to, I'm not gonna name the country he went to, because if I do, then I feel like a lot of people know who I'm talking about. So anyway, I'll just say he went to Asia. He was like, I have to go to Asia. And so yeah, he was in Asia for about a year, and he comes home and he sees me and I speak. I'm over it by this point. I'm not salty no more. I speak or whatever. Gave him a hug, went on about my business. And then I saw him a couple of weeks later, and same protocol, hug, spoke, on about my business. I get a text message. He's like, wow, you're more beautiful than ever. And I'm just like, yeah. Because while I'm not holding this grudge, I still really ain't trying to mess with you like that, because you really just went to a whole nother country and didn't even say goodbye. So then he's like, I would like another chance with you, but I have to be honest first. And I'm like, oh, okay, what's up? Because I want to know what he got to be honest about. Like, you wasn't honest when you left the country, so what you need to be honest about now, sir? He says, I didn't really have to leave the country. I just didn't know how to get away from you. Like, sir, just say, I'm sorry, I don't want to be in a relationship with you no more. And I'm going to be like, cool. Oh, yeah, we just broke up. Yeah, come get me. All right, cool. All right, see you later. All right, boo. Bye. That's going to be me. That's going to be me. So, whether I have somebody on standby or not, that's going to be me, because I'm going to make you feel it. But yeah, that's really it. Like, I don't understand why all the oddness or the secrecy. Like, yeah. So the next most was on this number 3. The number 3 most disrespectful thing a guy has ever done to break up with me was he pretended to cheat on me. He pretended to cheat on me. He did not actually cheat, y'all. Basically, he set up a whole just thing for me to catch him cheating. So this is what happened. We're going to skip some parts because I don't look so great and wholesome in all of the story. We're going to skip those parts because they're not necessary to what happened. My reactions is not necessary to what happened that made him pretend to cheat on me, because he did this on his own accord when everything was great with us. So, we had a date scheduled. So obviously I'm supposed to be coming over there at said time. So I had texted him 2 or 3 times that day. He did not answer the phone. And then I texted him, I'm on my way. He looks at it. I text him, I'm outside. He looks at it. He doesn't come outside. So I'm just like, okay, obviously he's not ready. So I go knock on the door. And I get a text. And the text say it's open. So I walk into his home. And I just see him sitting there. And he's shirtless. And there's a girl on the couch across from him. And she's in her bra and some jeans, and I'm just like, okay. The stuff happened. My reaction happened, and I left. I went home, and I was hurt. And a couple of days later, he apologized, and his sister ended up showing me like buku text messages from days in advance of him planning the cheating scandal. And so the girl was a girl that he knew had planned the whole cheating scandal, and the girl was a girl that he knew from I don't want to say where he knew her, but he knew her. And so basically planned the whole cheating scandal, but she didn't know anything about it. She thought he was really vibing her. And so after all that happened, kind of ditched her. She ended up messaging me, asking me why he wasn't really messing with her no more. So my thing is, she knew I was in a relationship with him though. Like, sis, you wanted my man so bad, now you got him. But you don't though. You don't though. You thought it was good over there, but it wasn't though. It wasn't. But yeah, after he basically used her for me to catch him cheating, he didn't speak to her anymore. And me and him are friends now. I mean, we're like, I don't really hold grudges. Like, give me time to get over my pain. Well, that's a lie. I do hold grudges. I hold grudges hard. You gotta really do something for me to me like horrible for me to hold a grudge. But when I hold a grudge, it ain't going nowhere. But like over little petty stuff like that, like, oh, you pretended to cheat. Even if he had actually cheated, I wouldn't have held a grudge. It would have just been like, let me get over my pain. We can be cool because we were friends before the fact. So yeah. For the most disrespectful thing, guys, he got married while we were together. This man got married. Okay, so y'all, this is what had happened. I was dating this man. He was an amazing. We wasn't date. We was together. We was dating. He was my boyfriend. And I promise y'all, because usually I be on it. I never seen no traces of another woman. It wasn't no like weird stuff going on his social medias. It wasn't no drawers that weren't supposed to be in his house. In his house wasn't no hairs. It wasn't nothing. Like, his house is always spotless. Maybe the woman was cleaning the house up. Maybe that's why I should have been like, this house too clean. There gotta be a woman in. You know what? I digress. Okay, so there was no signs of another woman. And he's telling me every day, you know, I'm the only one. I'm going to be his wife one day. He wants to be with me. He loves me. So, this is the crazy part right here. Like, he tells me, hey, babe, I have to go to this town. Town's like an hour and a half, 2 hours away for my parents' anniversary party. And says to me, do you want to come with me? But it was like the next day. So I really didn't have time to get stuff together. I couldn't have went if I wanted to. So I'm just like, nah, babe, you go, you have a good time. He was like, okay, well, I'm going to come back home the same night. I'm not going to get a room there. And I'm just like, okay, that's fine. He was like, yeah, so I'll see you when I get back. I'm just like, yeah, that's cool. So turns out his parents' anniversary party was his wedding. The town he went to, there was a female that lived there that he had been with for approximately 3.5 years. He married her and told me he was going to his parents' anniversary party. He went and had a wedding. And I guess she was eventually supposed to be coming to move in with him or he was supposed to move him there. I guess so, because he lives there now. So I guess he was going to live with her. But he came back home that night without her. Well, that afternoon without her, because he got back probably around 5 or 6. And he calls me. He's like, yo, I brought you a plate from the party. I said, oh, bet. I'm finna come get it because I like food, y'all. I went over there and I ate that plate and I ate that cake. Y'all, I literally ate a piece of my boyfriend's wedding cake to another woman. He fed me his wedding cake off of a fork, and he was like, this gonna be us for real one day, after he had just got married. Like, you know how y'all feed the wedding cake at the wedding? That's how he fed me the cake. He was like, we're gonna do this for real one day. This gonna be me and you at our wedding. Feeding me his wedding cake. Y'all, I still ain't quite over that way. I ain't mad at it, but I'm mad at it because the disrespect on so many levels. And I hope to God his wife don't see this video because they're still married. I hope to God she don't see this video because I feel like if she see it, because she knows about me, but I feel like if she finds out that he literally brought food to me from their wedding and fed me their wedding cake, she might divorce him. But if it happens, it happens. It's neither here nor there. But yes, telling me that was food from his parents' anniversary party. He fed me food from their wedding. Cake and all. Yeah. So, I later ended up finding out that he had got married because I was friends with one of his cousins on Facebook and he posted the pictures from the wedding. That's how I found out. And when I saw the cake, I was like, that's legit the cake that man fed me. What the heck? So, yeah. That was that. Okay, and the last most disrespectful way, y'all, and to me, this is the most disrespectful of all. All them other things that happened, at least I knew. At least I found out. At least I could just be done and go heal. But this is the most disrespectful thing you can do to somebody. And I would say this 1,000 times. I don't care how anybody feel about it. It is. He ghosted me. Y'all. I swear. Ghosting somebody is the most disrespectful way to break up with somebody. If you don't want to be with somebody, have some freaking balls and just say, I don't want to be with you. That's it. Be a man, be a woman, be whatever your gender is, and just say, I don't want to be with you. I'm not happy. This is not where I want to be. I need to move on. I need to be somewhere else. Because when you ghost someone, okay, when you break up with someone, it's like, okay, we break up, I'm hurt, I cry, I do whatever I need to do, I move on. But when you ghost someone, they go through so many different stages that are unnecessary for them to even understand the process of breaking up, because it's just like, okay, because when you care, it's hard for you to believe that somebody you care about will do that to you. So it's just like, gotta excuse my nails. I'm finna do them in a minute. Don't come for me. But no, like when you ghost somebody, it's like you gotta go through so many different stages, because it's like first you have to really comprehend what happened. Then you gotta accept that it happened. Then you gotta go through the grieving process of like losing that person, and it's still like you really don't want to believe it. And then when you truly accept it, that's when you can move on. So it just prolongs the hurting process and the grieving process of ending a relationship. So just don't ghost people. Have the balls to just say I'm done. So obviously, let me tell y'all story time with that. I've been ghosted like more than once, but I'm just gonna tell y'all like the most recent one. So basically, met this guy when I was kind of young. I just loved it. He was like my first love. I loved him so much, and so he moved on. He moved away. He had his life. I lived my life. We came back together. We ended up going back together. And we was together. We were happy. We were good. And we was talking every day. And then suddenly we weren't. And he sent me a message, and he basically just told me, "Oh, my phone's gonna be off." And his phone being off, like a person tell you their phone gonna be off, and you expect it to be like a day or so, maybe a week, 2 weeks tops. But there's a month, and then there's another month, and then there's just months that continually goes by, and it's just like, this fool really not coming back. And the thing is, we were on good terms. Like I understand sometimes you be feeling something, the other person might not be feeling it, but if you tell me you love me every day and all this stuff, and you just don't want to be with me, just say that. If you just need to move on, or you don't feel like you're good enough for me, say that. If you feel like I don't really care what the reasoning be, just say the reasoning, so I can go and I can heal and I can do what I need to do, and I can move on and find somebody who's gonna love me the way I'm supposed to be loved, because I love good. And that's really it. Period. So yeah, that's for all you guys. KJ, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop another video, and I'm out.